Sportsmanship, leadership, inspire, determination, excitement. Welcome to the Slide Podcast. Your hosts, Jen and Aaron, are on deck and ready to introduce the current stars of Little League Baseball. So grab your favorite sports drink, fasten your chin strap, and get ready to go inside the chalk lines of our Little League fields. Here are your hosts, Coach Jen and Coach Aaron.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Slide Podcast. I'm Coach Aaron, and I'm joined by my host, Coach Jen. Hey, Jen.
What's up, everybody?
We had a pretty exciting podcast last episode. Wouldn't you think, Jen?
I think so. I had a really good time.
We got a lot of feedback and some really cool stuff from it. So
I think we found a friend for life. A couple of friends for life.
Yeah, we sure did. I've actually stayed in contact with Christy and quite a bit of following online. So thank you guys very much for listening and sharing. Hopefully we'll bring you a few more of those type of episodes. I know, I think I heard the term that we were very funny. And I don't remember trying to be that funny, but I guess that's just the way it came out.
I've been called worse.
Yeah, being funny is the best thing right now. So,
thank you, guys. We appreciate that.
Very much. Yeah, so our last episode, we had Matt Hollix from Hollix Hitting Garage on, and he talked to us about all the cool stuff that he's doing with Louisville Slugger, Hitting Science Center. And he's actually on a plane right now headed to New York for a huge weekend festival at his hometown. So really cool stuff. I think it's his first event for his tour that he's doing all around the nation. So some really cool stuff. And also, Christy was on Jesse Waters. Did you get a chance to check that out?
I did. I watched the whole thing. Let me tell you what I did. I was sitting in the parking lot on Highway 9 in Bowling Springs, where we're located, in case you guys don't know. But I was sitting in the parking lot waiting on our pizza. And it was perfect timing because I had set myself an alarm to remember to watch it. So I pushed play and I started to screen record so that we could put it on social media. I was like, this would be really cool. People that didn't even know about it or didn't get a chance to watch it could actually watch it. So I hit record, go back and watch the whole thing. And then I go to check the video of where I recorded it and it wasn't there. I didn't hit record or I hit it too many times. I don't know what happened, so I don't have it. But I did get to watch it.
So I watched it. I actually recorded it because Christy had, of course, messaged me that afternoon to say she was going to be on. And I love Jesse Waters anyway. So, Jesse, if you're listening to this, we'd love to come on as well and talk to you about some cool stuff. But she said she was going to be on the show. And so, of course, I'm glued to the TV. I record it and then I go back and watch it again. And I have to hold the phone there. And I'm trying to record it. And it was a 5-minute segment, and I know it was 5 minutes because I held that phone there for 5 minutes. So
you got a shoulder pump.
Yeah. Well, and just as an update, so for those of you who are curious as to what happened with Christy's situation, is she had her first court date today with the lady who assaulted her, and the lady pled not guilty. I didn't really know how to respond. Christy texted me earlier today and to tell me that that's what happened. And I had to ask her, what did she plead not guilty to?
That's not going to fly.
Yeah, I don't know how you can say you didn't do that when there was witnesses and everything else going on around you. So stay tuned because I think Christy said CBS was coming to town. So Laurel, Mississippi, get ready. All right. So next thing we wanted to talk about, and Grayson will be on here with us just in a few minutes, but we've been very busy over the last probably, 2.5 weeks, really, planning a local event here in Bowling Springs, South Carolina for our baseball moms and softball moms. And we've decided to call it the Real Diamonds of D2 because we play right now currently inside of the D2 League. And so we're putting on and hosting an event that night on June 3rd. And so for all you baseball moms out there and softball moms, we appreciate everything that you do for us coaches, for the kids, the other parents. So we wanted to have a night where we can come in and play some music, do some of that silly line dance and stuff that everyone likes. And we're going to record a podcast there with the moms that night. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun and entertainment. And a lot of our local businesses have chipped in and sponsored prizes and gifts. I think right now we've got probably, $1,500 worth of sponsorships that's been donated. And we're still a long way to go. So
yeah, we're just getting started with that.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone that shows up that night walks away with a prize or two. So can't wait and look forward to that one.
We have a few things up our sleeves for some surprises. So some of the stuff on social media has been released about what we're going to do, and then some stuff is going to be a surprise. So make sure you guys are following the podcast, us on Facebook, Instagram, think you even did a Twitter.
Yeah, I followed. So there's definitely what I've learned in the social media world, because I'm definitely a person that I don't share a lot online, but there's a whole different type of following on Twitter. And it's really cool, though. Like, I'm getting to know it. And so follow us on Twitter as well. So we're the Slide Pod on Twitter, because there's someone else took our name on Twitter. So I think it's one of those Google bots or something. Maybe Elon Musk can help us fight that one. So last couple things I want to talk about before we get Grayson on the phone with us. As you guys know, we've been running a contest for the last 3 weeks now in honor of Christy Moore and umpires around the nation. We are fighting even locally here every single week, trying to find umpires to help our kids with our games. And we're struggling. And it's because of how, situations like Christy Moore, maybe not as violent, but it happens throughout the country. And we want to make sure that we start showing our umpires a little appreciation. So the contest was take a picture with your umpire and post that picture on social media. Go to our podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon Music, Twitter, not Twitter, but Stitcher. There we go, Stitcher. And make sure that you subscribe, and then also tag 3 friends in your social media post with your picture of your umpire, and you'll get entered to win a Louisville Slugger bat with Franklin batting gloves, and then also 2 perfect stance hitting mats that we talked about on last episode as well. Matt's actually running a contest. Today is Wednesday, is when we were recording, but he's running a contest currently right now that it started yesterday, today, and tomorrow, where he's giving away 2 tickets to a Yankees game. So if you can get your pictures in for the local kids up in Colony, New York, get your pictures in to us, and hopefully we'll see you at the Yankees game. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is I met someone new this week, and a new company that I think changes the game a little bit around how we viewed warming up with a baseball bat. Everyone's used to the donuts that we drop down on it and the weights that we use. And so I found a company called Lace Up Athletics. I talked to the owner and founder of the company last week, and I'm going to tell you, it's pretty awesome. So I have one here. Imagine a flexible weight is what we'll start with. And you can wrap it around your wrist. So it's a training weight. And really how I discovered it was I was looking for a way to help my son change how he swings the bat. And so you can buy like batting knob weights. I found them on Amazon, and they start around $100. And that's expensive. And then when you go buy, I don't even know what the donuts even cost anymore. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I'm sure $30, $40. But with this band, because of its flexibility, you can put it on the knob of the bat. You can put it in the middle of the barrel. You can put it at the end of the barrel. So if you're wanting just to warm up, take a couple swings, practice swings, you can put it on the end of the bat. And it's super cool. So I took it to practice yesterday, and I hung it on the fence because we were playing a parents versus kids game yesterday. So I hung it on the fence because I was warming up. I had to show off, my muscles and all that fun stuff that I don't have. And one of the older kid players that's pretty awesome, plays a lot of travel ball, picked it up, and he's like, "What is this? Like, I need one of these." So it was a cool chance for me to tell him about a new product. So
yeah, I've seen the bats that can be end loaded. So like you said, it can really change your swing depending on what you're working on. So if you have your coach or whoever you go and do lessons with that identifies a problem in your swing, they can adapt this training weight to be able to be on whichever part of the bat is going to benefit you the most, whether that's at the knob or the end. It's very versatile. I got online and took a look at some of the things that they promote with this weight, and they even use it like as a warm-up tool. So the kid could, let's say they have a rotator cuff strengthening program or something as part of what they're supposed to do as their warm-up, so they can put this on their wrist and then go through a couple
putting it on the glove hand, putting it on, your throwing hand. I think I saw a video the other day, someone running on a treadmill with one on each arm, because they're in intervals. The one that I particularly have is a 12-ounce. He's got some smaller sizes coming, some lighter weights. They're not out for distribution yet, but coming soon. We talked a little bit about it, some of his investors, and he's got some pretty big investors. I won't release all of those names yet, but some really cool investors. So check it out, though. Lace Up Athletics. It's a training weight. You can use it for so many things. One of the videos that I saw that I liked was a catcher. So he had it wrapped around his glove hand, And so builds up that strength. And framing a pitch, you think about how much stamina it takes to be able to pull and how quick you got to get that ball back into the strike zone. It really helps you like build that muscle and that muscle memory of framing a pitch.
So I do catching lessons with baseball and softball players. And one of the things that we talk about is the transition from receiving the ball up to your throwing hand. So if you think about the catcher being in their squat, they receive the ball, and then the speed at which they can get their glove to their ear and get the ball out of their glove makes a big difference on whether the runner's out or safe that's stealing. So the training that you could do with the lace-up athletics training weight around their wrist to use that resistance to try to get the glove up to their ear faster.
Yeah.
And then you take that training weight off and the kid's like, oh my gosh, I'm so fast.
Then they're
it's
smacking
like,
themselves in the head with it because they're,
Hopefully not.
That may be the blooper reel for the weights. But
Yeah,
you know
the
what?
outtakes.
That's the real test right there. Though. If you can do that, like you've tested. So
I'd be fired.
yeah. Well, cool. Well, hey, guys, we are now joined with Grayson Knight. Grayson, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, man. So get us started. You've been doing this for a while. So tell us a little bit about like what you started and what you're working on right now.
So this started back in October as a school project. It was a Genius Hour project, which is basically, you can basically do anything you want, like a painting, a podcast, which I did, or like a video game. Some people did video games, or like an Oculus, they make a game. It's Genius Hour, you can do anything. And I wanted to do a podcast, and of course I love baseball, so I did it on baseball. And I took inspiration from one of my idol, Brett Phillips. His company is called Baseball is Fun, and I really wanted it to be called Baseball is Fun. That would be like copyright or something.
You should have did like one of those trades that the major league players do when they want someone else's number. You just trade it. You could have given them a T-shirt, like a T-shirt in exchange for that name, maybe. So,
I don't think you would have taken it.
No, maybe. All right, sorry, Grayson, I interrupted you, buddy.
So I did baseball podcasts are fun. And speaking of T-shirts, we actually kind of have some T-shirts.
I've seen them. That's how I know.
We're giving them to some of our guests that we interview. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's my cool logo that I have.
I think it's super cool.
Did you come up with that yourself?
So we have like this art guy. His name is Matt Dammer on Instagram. And he makes all these cool stuff. We reached out to him. He makes this cool Mission Impossible art. We have some of those. He made Indiana Jones art. And he was the one who made our logo. We took a few pictures of me with my hat on. And then he just like made it. I really don't know how, but it looks so cool.
Well, look, speaking from someone who's just went through that whole process of getting a logo made, that was the thing that stressed me out the most. And I think yours is the coolest one that I've seen so far. So you did a great job picking that one out, dude. You're welcome. So now you've been doing this for, a year now?
Since October, so maybe like 10 months.
So, and I think you did, I was listening to your podcast earlier today, and you did, one podcast a week for 5 months, I believe it was?
Mm-hmm. And we took a break for winter break, and now we're taking a break for our second season. We're coming back right after Independence Day weekend.
Wow. Dude, that's awesome, man. How fun has it been? I mean, is it stressful for you, or is it something that's truly fun for you?
At first, I was very nervous. Like our very third episode, I don't know if you know Coach Ballgame. Do you know Coach Ballgame?
I don't think so yet, no.
He is like a baseball kid influencer, I guess you could say that. Like he makes all these cool videos, how to like get better at the game on Instagram and YouTube. He runs these cool sandlots.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So he was our very third guest. And like I was so nervous because it was so early into my podcasting. That was when I still had my project. But it's been a blast. Like going into my second season, I think my second season has been one of the best seasons so far. Really, the star of the second season is the Savannah Bananas, because like that's really cool that how I got to them, and now I went to a game, and now I've interviewed like 3 or 4 of them, and I really don't know. And next season, it's going to be a whole lot of them.
Well, dude, I can't wait to listen. I'm actually catching up with you, so I got to go back and listen to a lot of your episodes because some of the guests and how you guys do it is hilarious.
Another cool thing is I like to interview my teammates as a mini episode, and I think my teammates are really good people. Well, mostly because they're my teammates, but I think they can be really good people as like a person. Like Gavin, who I interviewed, I don't know if you saw that one. That was one of my greatest teammate interviews that I've ever
Okay.
had.
What was his name again? So I can remember and all our listeners can go back and listen to it
His
too.
name is Gavin, and the episode is called Gavin with Gavin.
Gavin with Gavin.
There you go.
So is doing a podcast something that you had aspirations to do before this project came up?
No, I didn't know anything about a podcast. Like, we didn't know how. It took like 2 weeks for us to find a good website to use. We eventually found like Anchor, which is a good thing, and we posted that for our Spotify videos. But on YouTube is a great thing for our faces to be on it, and that's pretty cool. But really, I didn't know anything about podcasts, and I guess podcasts came to my mind because my friend has a podcast. So I just think I really didn't even know anything about a podcast.
Well, let me ask you this though. Hold on, Jen. I had one. How old are you again?
I'm 12.
12.
Going on.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine what was going on in my head at the age of 12, and a podcast didn't exist then. Like iPhones didn't exist then. Grayson, I'm kind of old, dude, but that's amazing. God, that's amazing. So, hey, dude, keep us going, man, because I know our listeners are definitely. I shared the fact that you were going to be on the show today, and I had it shared with an entire New Counties league. So people are excited about you, dude. So I'm sorry I keep interrupting you, but you keep us going, dude.
So my family kind of comes from broadcasting. My grandpa was a news broadcaster. He interviewed lots of cool people. He interviewed the person played Mike Myers, I think.
Oh,
no. Freddy Krueger, not Mike Myers.
Oh, Robert England.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And my dad was on a few episodes, and I guess he kind of helps me out. I also interviewed him, and we talked a little bit about that too.
That's not as cool as the Savannah Bananas, though. So sorry, Dad. Well, awesome, dude. Well, hey, so I have a couple questions about the show for you. So you ready for a couple questions?
Yes, I am.
So what was your funniest moment? What's been your funniest moment so far on the show?
Ooh, that's a tough one. So the first 3 minutes of this first Savannah Bananas one with Bill and Kyle, Bill does his amazing intro. It's like, now coming up to bat or whatever, Bill Leroy, and we start clapping, and we all do it, and I could hear my mom in the background do it. It is so cool, and we all were laughing after that.
Awesome, dude. That's amazing. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I know your dad's right there with you, and he don't talk, but hey, dude, I know you got to be super proud of this kid, man. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so who's been your favorite guest?
I don't want to be biased or anything, but
Savannah
it's okay.
Bananas.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, which season are you talking about? For overall, or?
Well, let's do season 2 because that's the one you just finished. So let's do that one.
I mean, I'm gonna do besides the Savannah Bananas one because they're all great. Like every Savannah Bananas interview is great. So besides that, we did an episode. We did a 2-part series about ballparks. For our first part, we interviewed these 2 ladies, the traveling baseball babes, and
yes, I found them. I saw them.
Yeah, they go to every stadium, and that was a really good interview. And then for our second part, we interviewed this guy. His name is Grayson Knight. He runs a baseball pilgrimages website, and that basically talks about ballparks or whatever and stuff like that. And that was really fun too. I also did that with my dad. So I did 2 episodes this year with my dad.
Very cool. Very cool. So my son was on the first show, and he honestly was a lot of the inspiration for me creating this show because he's just got this amazing personality and super outside the box kind of thing for a 7-year-old. And he got a little camera shy, or not camera shy, I guess, say microphone shy, because we weren't talking to anyone at that point. So, but man, that's freaking amazing.
Were you shy at first, Grayson? Is it something like if we could listen to the first episode versus the last episode you did, have you opened up and changed much?
It's not really shyness. I guess nervousness. I'm not afraid to talk, but you can get the butterflies in your stomach sometimes, and the nervousness just kills you. Definitely when you're on camera, because you can just stutter a lot.
I know, man. That's why I told you from the beginning, like the fact that you do this on camera, I haven't got that brave yet. So you're going to be my coach to help me get there, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, so before we started recording, I know you wanted to tell us a little bit about a little bit of interview you did with ESPN. Tell us about that. ESPN is a pretty big deal. Okay, the Slide podcast, look, I'm biased in that one, so I think that's a pretty big deal as well. But ESPN might be a little bit bigger deal than us. So. That's it.
On April 9th, Phil and Kyle invited us to the Savannah Bananas game on April 9th. So when we went that day, that was actually the April 8th game and April 9th game were on ESPN Plus. And ESPN was there and they filmed it. They wanted to interview me before the game, and then I got to throw out the first pitch, and then I got interviewed during the game in the press box, which was so cool. And I was on live TV.
Were you nervous for that?
Yes, I was. I don't think I've ever been on camera before in front of lots of
millions of people. I know.
Maybe.
I'm sure they were there, man. Wow. So who interviewed you?
The broadcaster for the Savannah Bananas, his name is Biko. And so that was during the game. But I don't know, just ESPN, the camera crew interviewed me and they asked me some questions.
Awesome.
So tell me, where do you see this podcast going for you? What do you think? What are your plans? What are your hopes and dreams for continuing it? Because your school project's over, right? That's done, and you decided to continue on with this.
Did you get an A?
I hope you had an A.
My goal is to get, as I said, Brett Phillips on the show. And Brett Phillips actually did a cameo for me for my birthday last year, and that was awesome. He was at Fenway Park, live and in person. I got to see the whole stadium, and he just wished me happy birthday and good luck on my podcast.
Now, you've been to a couple Devil Rays games, though, and I didn't see a picture made with him?
Not with him. I've never met him in person, but we are going to this Independence Day.
Awesome, because I was going to tell all of our listeners we were going to start a hashtag just for you, so that is awesome, man. You'll have to come back on and let us know, because I'm going to tell you, so growing up, my favorite baseball player was Jose Canseco. And, as I got older, of course, things changed, but I can't imagine what it's like meeting your big league, your favorite MLB player. That has to be probably one of the best moments of your life there.
So, as I said, I've never met him in person, but during my Dovetail Bat interview, the owner of Dovetail Bats, he brought him on the show because they lived together during spring training. And when he went on the show, I started... It was just a great, heartwarming moment for me, and I just loved it. It was just so cool.
That's amazing, dude. Hey, that's why they're superstars, though, right? To make us feel special. So, all right, so I got a couple more questions for you, and then we're going to have you talk about your baseball season. So, well, first of all, I got to go back and ask, did you get an A on that project?
I actually got top 3 on my project. The top 3 people tied, and that was me and 2 other people in my class. So, yes, I did get top project.
Awesome.
I think I got a 97 on the whole project.
Holy moly. All right, well, we need to protest for 100, but, dude, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So I wish I had those kind of projects when I was in school. So a couple questions that we're going to start asking, and we're still relatively new, so we're rookies, dude. You're you're the experienced pro, so... What's your walkout song? So when you're playing ball now, do you guys have walkout songs?
Yes, we do. And I recently changed it. It was, do you know AJR?
Jen does.
I do. I know who they are.
It was Bang, Bang, Bang.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. I've probably heard it.
So I recently changed it to Venom by Eminem.
Oh, my son loves that song. So we have to play the good version, but that's awesome, dude. All
Can
right.
I ask you some questions?
Oh, please. Please, that would make me more comfortable because I'm nervous right now interviewing you.
What does slide mean to you?
Jen, do you want to take that?
You want me to start?
Yeah, you go right ahead.
You need to think about it, don't you? Isn't that what it is?
Oh, no, I know them all. I've got them all.
No, he doesn't mean what does it stand for. He means what does it mean to you?
Well,
it could be what does it stand for or what does it mean.
Did you know that it's an acronym that each letter of slide mean? Oh,
yeah.
you did. He did know that.
I don't know what the acronym is, but I know it's an acronym.
There you go.
Okay, well, I'll go first. So I think that the idea 100% started with Aaron Pridmore. But so long story short, I'm a physical therapist and I'm in a mastermind coaching class. Well, all these therapists have these amazing podcasts. And so it's been like on my top 10 things to do in 2022 is to start a podcast, but it was going to be about physical therapy. So when the idea for a podcast related to baseball and softball came up, I was like, maybe this is what I'm meant to do. Maybe this is something that really could create an avenue for me to talk to parents and kids and really get the word out about how important youth league sports are. And so that's kind of where things started for me on a personal level. But it's really evolved. Number one, I've made a good friend in Aaron. He's a great dude. And then just being able to make an impact on the community, that's really where I'm at as far as my physical therapy business goes as well. I'm just trying to make a difference in somebody's life. So if that means that a parent listens to the podcast one afternoon and that evening her kid has a game that night and it's like they maybe enjoy it just a little bit more or have a little bit more respect for the umpire that night, whatever it is that's on their mind, maybe we cross paths and have a chance to speak. But really that's what it is about for me, is making an impact in the community. That's it.
Yeah, well, that's a great question, Grayson. And
it is.
I'm definitely a person that I can keep talking and talking and talking. But so the acronym is sportsmanship, leadership, inspire, dedication, and excite. So
that's what baseball is.
That's right. And honestly, like between Jen and I, like we struggled to come up with even a title. And I've worked in the corporate world for, 25 years, 26 years, I guess now, and everything's an acronym. So we decided to use an acronym. And those were the best terms I think we could come up with each letter. And I think they totally symbolize what baseball represents. And I guess, Grayson, to answer your question, what's it mean to me is every kid deserves to have a great experience growing up in youth sports and to understand what to take away from youth sports. And, this is probably better, Grayson. I have to give you credit because our first episode, we were so nervous. I don't think we did a good job at this. So, but no, it was just, how do we make this game like that we play and we coach our kids, Little League? How do we put our kids on a pedestal a little bit and share some positivity? Grayson, just hearing you talk about your excitement around the game and just in your show, like that's what it's about. So many people take the game of Little League too serious and they really, truly rob their kids of how much fun they could be having. And I see it every day. I know you've probably seen it in your years of playing Little League. Is this game is meant to be fun. And that was my whole purpose is I wanted to be the baseball tonight for Little League baseball. Because I grew up watching Baseball Tonight and Chris Berman doing the back. And it was just fun. And I want to be that for the kids. So sorry, Grayson, that was a long answer. But hey, good though. What else? What else you got for us?
I really just wanted to ask what the podcast means to you and just like this acronym. But you had a question before that, didn't you?
Yeah. So I want to go back to, so you play Little League yourself. Well, not to say Little League, but you play youth sports. So what team do you play for?
So I play for Spike 9 Academy and the Gwinnett Baseball Academy. It is in Gwinnett and it's in Georgia.
So is it's a 10U team? No, it's not 10U team. You're 12.
12U.
So 12U, yeah. So, wow. And you play center field. And you're righty or lefty?
I'm righty.
Righty. All right. So tell us, what's the best part about playing Little League right now for you? Like, take the show out of it. Just being a kid, what has playing Little League baseball meant to you?
Oh, there's so many things. I mean, because I play travel ball. I mean, some people would say going places, but for me, I just like having fun is like the best. Like, fun is the name of the game. Baseball is fun. Baseball is fun. I mean,
well, that's right.
That's all there is to it.
Plug your show and plug the truth.
Mm-hmm. I like making good plays too. I like hitting the ball well, and I like making diving catches. I love diving for the ball.
So if anyone who's listening hasn't checked out your Instagram page, you guys do a great job of posting clips and videos from your games. There's a clip on your Instagram. And I think you hit the ball this past weekend, and I could have swore that ball was going outside the fences. And I know we talked the other night about it, but dude, you laid into that ball and turned on it. So that was Was that your biggest hit yet?
No, a few tournaments ago, I hit one 270 feet.
Holy cow.
And it was big field, so on our field, that would have been way gone.
Yeah.
Do you know that a college softball field in general is 205? So you would have...
Is that center or right?
No, that's right and left, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I have to reference it by. But wow, that's a long
But
way.
also, the very first game, I hit 2 out of the park home runs in a row, back to back. And one was way far. So there was like a 20-foot net. There was like a 20-foot net right over. It was maybe like 225 fields. I think I hit it maybe 15 feet over the net. And that was my first one. The kid was blazing, like throwing 60, 65 miles per hour. And then my next at bat, they put it in the slowest lefty I've ever faced, and I hit the net.
Jeez. Dude, do you have college scouts like at your games yet?
No.
Well, you know what? Hey, I've been in contact this week with a former Red Sox scout, so I'll have to slip him your name and get it into the organization, okay? He's not the Devil Rays, but I'll take the Red Sox for a second, okay?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Dude, how old were you when you first hit your first out of the park home run?
Well, do you count Pee-wee? I mean, rec. Do you count rec?
As long as it goes over the fence, of course.
So last year on the Cinco de Mayo tournament, I hit one. The field was so small. The field might have been 195 feet. My dad was filming, and I hit one over his head for my very first home run.
Oh, did Dad get all that on video, like the ball going over his head?
Yeah, he got it on video.
Oh, tell him to share that to me because I definitely want to
It
get
might be. I think it is on our Instagram channel.
Is it? Okay, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
it might
that
be.
yet. All right.
Like one of our very first videos.
So do you have a bat flip yet? That's like the thing now.
Oh, yeah.
Is a bat flip.
So there was one time 2 tournaments ago, I hit a ball, should have been a triple. It hit the chalk, and the chalk splattered everywhere. My dad has it on video.
You called it foul.
Yeah, called the foul. Should have been a triple. In my head, I wanted to hit a nuke and flip my back. Do the best backflip in the world.
Oh.
And then I lined out to shortstop.
See, that's a situation when we really need the umpires just to be on our side, right, Grayson? Like, just give us that one. Like, it's okay. We appreciate umpires. So I'm sure that umpire, he called it the best way he could see it.
That's right.
We like support umpires now. And like every tournament, we try to take a picture with the umpires. So we have the umpire of the Savannah Bananas, the dancing up. He's like my favorite umpire.
Is he the one behind the plate? Like he dances and stuff?
The dancing umpire.
He jump on and ride your back, I think it is, I saw. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Baseball is so fun.
I don't hate umpires. Coach Ballgame doesn't like people that hate umpires, especially parents that yell at umpires.
You know what, Grayson? I've been one of those parents before, and I get to see them every single day, unfortunately. And I think, like yourself, you're a lot more mature than sometimes some of those adults at that field are. So hopefully we can change. Hey, and I don't know if you caught up to our episode with Christy Moore, the umpire, that she got the bad end of the deal and she got hit when she came out. Well, she had her court case today, and that person pled not guilty. So apparently CBS is coming to town in Laurel, Mississippi. So we'll have to stay tuned to that one. And maybe you and I can interview Christy together or something in the future and find out what's going on with this big trial. So, but awesome. Hey, so I read a little bit of your bio, and you don't just play baseball though, right? You wear belts, and I think you got a black belt in something?
In Taekwondo. I don't do that anymore, mostly because it ended because of COVID. But I think I've got a new great hobby that I have.
I agree.
You want to hear it?
Yeah,
what's that?
I thought it was the show. What's that?
I'm getting into solving Rubik's Cubes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I started, in February, and I've gotten so good at them that I got a Bluetooth cube that hooks up to my phone, and I got sub 30 last night.
What was sub 30? Because I
Less than 30 seconds to solve it.
Seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, who messes it up for you before you start?
Yeah, are you starting one block you need to move?
I mean, for regular cubes, my dad. It also could be me. But on the app, WCA stands for World Cube Association, and on the app, they're WCA scrambles. So they're like official scrambles. So it's not my own scramble.
So the Rubik's Cube is actually like a digital pad that like the colors can change at any point in time?
Come on.
Oh, wow. I'm going to tell you another thing that I'm envious of because I'm 44 years old and I've never solved one Rubik's Cube because
I can't do it.
I get too frustrated.
I can do like one side and then I'm done. Yeah.
Because then the other side is like all out of place.
Yeah.
You know what I realized, Grayson? I realized that like when I was little, I could take the stickers off and I could put the stickers.
Oh my God.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh my God. Well, you were just saying I was a good guy. So, you know,
did.
it's some of, you know what? Grayson, you just beat me in that one too, buddy.
I think my son would really enjoy that. Have you seen, there's like these cubes that they get into a pyramid shape and then you have to put them back. You have to put them back into a square. He loves those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you flip it back
Yeah.
over.
You like flip them and then you get them back into a square and then I'll mess it up for him and then he'll have to fix it again. So I know he would enjoy a Rubik's Cube. Yep.
As we're speaking, I'm solving one right now.
I can hear it. He's like multitasking.
All right. Well, we're timing you, Grayson, right now. So sub 30,
Finish.
He's done.
All right. You win.
We got
You
nothing.
win. All right, man. Well, hey, we're not going to keep you much longer, but a couple other things. So I always ask guests, what's your favorite movie? So I know, I'm sure maybe you'll tell me a baseball movie, but what's your favorite movie?
What's your baseball movie?
All time.
Well, let's go favorite all time, and then we'll do favorite baseball movie.
Yeah. All time, I really have two. Back to the Future or Indiana Jones.
Which Indiana Jones? All of
Indiana,
them?
Last Crusade and Lost Ark are
Oh,
really
that's
good.
a good one.
But
Yeah, Raiders
I
of
really
the
love
Lost Ark.
Last Crusade.
Yeah. I loved Indiana Jones growing up. I wanted to have a whip, and for some reason, I guess my parents were smarter than myself. They are smarter than me, but they wouldn't let me have a whip, Grayson. So I couldn't be Indiana Jones. But hey, I remember going to the movies with my dad when Back to the Future came out. So that's probably one of my top 5. So I like that.
If not that, just like my 3 favorite Marvel movies.
Okay, what are those?
Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Avengers Endgame.
You know what? Avengers got super serious for me. I have 2 sons, and they both love Marvel. But as a movie watcher myself, man, it got serious for me. Like when Thanos snapped his fingers and everybody disappeared, and now I had to wait till like a year later for the next movie to come out. Like that was tough. Like I had a problem with that. So, but hey, Spider-Man No Way Home though, I love that movie, and I thought it was going to confuse me with all the multiverse stuff, and like I didn't understand where all these Spider-Man were coming from at one point.
No, it was nothing like that.
Well, that's what I thought, though.
Have you seen the new Doctor Strange movie? I'm not going to spoil it or anything.
No, don't spoil it for me because I haven't
Yeah,
watched it yet.
okay.
My oldest son has watched
spoil
it. Yeah, don't spoil it
But
for me.
I think Moon Knight and Doctor Strange 2 have been the most confusing for Phase 4 so far.
Really? So I haven't watched Moon Knight yet. My wife, we watch those shows together usually at night when we binge watching, and so we were waiting for the series to wrap, and it wrapped 2 weeks ago. So it's on our docket to watch. So did you like it?
Yeah, my mom and dad went to school with Oscar Isaac.
What?
Uh-huh.
Dude, you got all these connections.
They went to his high school together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like Moon Knight. Just 2 episodes didn't really make sense, but the finale was great. The story plot was good, and Doctor Strange 2 was also really good. It's not as confusing as Moon Knight, but I think it's one of my top 10.
Yeah, we watched episode 1, and this isn't a Marvel show, so I'll try not to talk too much about it. But we watched the first episode of Moon Knight, and like I was so like wrapped up in it that like I just decided with my wife, like we got to watch this one when it finishes because I'm going to need to binge watch this one. So, but hey, my favorite Marvel character is the Punisher. So I'm not sure if you watched that show yet. You may not be.
I haven't watched the Netflix Marvel shows yet.
Yeah, so Daredevil is amazing, and so is Punisher, but you got to wait till you're probably a little bit older to watch those. So
they changed Disney Plus just for the shows to come on, and it's like rated TV 14. I have to
really?
wait like 2 years for that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, see, that's what I was hoping for as I keep my anticipation level keeps rising as each new multiverse comes out because I know the Punisher is going to show up at some point in time, and Marvel's not the kind of studio to tell you that ahead of time. So you get surprised with those things. All right. So 2 more questions I think I got, Grayson, and I'm going to let you go, dude. But
You forgot my favorite baseball movie.
oh, yes,
Oh, yeah,
favorite baseball
baseball
movie. I'm sorry. Marvel took me away, man. What's your favorite baseball movie?
The Natural and The Sandlot are great. And Major League. But
Oh, see,
Major
The
League's
Natural
great.
and The
That's
Sandlot
mine.
are great.
My son loves. Jen, has Colton seen The Sandlot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a mark in all of our childhood.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I think The Sandlot, I love Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah.
Field of Dreams is great, too.
Hey, you let me know when you get a chance to play on that field, though. Like,
Oh, my God.
you may get that opportunity in the future, man. You got to make sure to tell us about that one.
Man, that game last year was so crazy.
Dude, how they came out of the cornfield and like Kevin
The whole
Costner.
thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kevin Costner was leading them out. That was
I
amazing.
know.
All right. So, what's your favorite veggie?
My favorite pitch?
No, your vegetable. What's your favorite vegetable?
Oh,
Gotcha.
I'm confused now.
I'm confused.
So I heard you didn't like vegetables too much, and you
No,
sure don't like anything
I don't
green.
I don't like green. Green is green.
All right. So,
Even though my favorite color is green, which is ironic.
well, Grayson, look, we have to be able to be educational to all kids on this show, and we want to talk about the importance of eating our vegetables. So we need to really try to eat some of those vegetables, though, okay? Because they can really help you hit that ball further. You know, so
He's
instead
hitting
of
at 270.
well,
at
instead of
12 years old.
270, he may hit it like 295.
Okay, all right.
I mean, some of like the short fields. I mean, well, Fenway, you got to actually get up height over that wall. So
Yeah.
that's a couple stalks of broccoli right there, dude, and you got it. So, well,
He's
hey,
like-
man. So the last question I got, and so I know you're playing ball now. What college team do you want to play for? And then what major league team do you want to end up playing for when you're in the major leagues?
Somewhere near where I live right now. UF would be great at college. My favorite team is the Tampa Bay Rays, so I'd love to go there. But if I end up somewhere in like Atlanta or like Washington, which is kind of close to here, that would be fine with me. At least my family can see me, unlike if I ended up in Seattle.
Right. Because, I mean, who wants to go to Seattle? It rains all the time there. That's what I know.
It's
So,
depressing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but let me tell you this, though. There's a university in South Florida, and their colors are orange and green. I think that's the school that maybe you really need to think about. They're called the U because they're the University of Miami.
Grayson, I'm looking around Aaron's office right now, and there's so much Miami stuff. I want to vomit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you guys like in Miami or something?
No,
no.
not anywhere close. No, we're in the
We're in
upper
South
part of
Carolina,
South
yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
but
my
he's
God.
he's a big Miami fan apparently.
I am.
Are you good Miami Marlins fans?
I'm not so much a Marlins fan. I'm more of a Braves fan. Jen, who's your team?
Of course.
I like the Braves.
Braves,
yeah, always
yeah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah. See, when I was growing up, I was an Oakland A's fan. And then when Canseco got traded to the Rangers, I was a Rangers fan. He actually ended up playing in Tampa Bay for, I think, 2 years. I saw him play. Yeah, I saw him play.
I have two Canseco Rays cards.
Well, I ended up seeing him play for the Rays against the Braves one year. My dad took me out to Texas. He took my younger brother and myself because my brother was always a Will Clark fan growing up. And they both were on the same team. And so he took us out to Arlington and we got to watch the Rangers play. And but I really think you may need to consider the University of Miami. I mean, you know, we're national contenders this year. And I think you would be a great addition to the baseball team.
He's 12.
I was saying somewhere in Florida that has blue in it.
Ugh.
So Miami will not. I'm just kidding.
Somewhere
Look-
in Florida with blue. Yeah.
Please don't go to Florida State. I think we both
No,
can agree we
please
don't
don't.
want you to go to Florida State.
red and yellow. Blah, blah.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that one.
Somewhere like Auburn or Alabama or UGA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can never argue. If you say you're going to play for Nick Saban, I could never argue with you. Saban's the man. What were you going to say, Jen?
Totally different sport.
Oh, you know
Football.
what?
That's football.
You said Alabama. Oh, my goodness. I am all over the place. So I'm thinking, when I think Miami, I think football, of course. And when I think
Yeah.
Alabama, I think,
think Nick-
I think Nick Saban. So
Yeah.
you know what?
I got
Hey,
you.
Grayson, maybe Saban hears this and he decides he needs to start coaching baseball because of you. So maybe we'll make that change with Saban. So
But if he's listening, he'll consider it.
there you go. Hey, you know what? He's a great leader of kids and adults
Absolutely.
and men. So he's the man. I got to give it to him. I'm a Dolphins fan too, and he coached for the Dolphins for 2 years. So I don't hate him for what happened, but he's a great guy. So, all right, sorry, we're not interviewing Saban today, Grayson. This is about you, buddy. So wrap us up, man. Tell us what's coming for season 3 for Baseball Podcast or Fun.
So I really want to start out with when I come back. That's going to be right after I come back from, I haven't told you about this, but we're going to Cooperstown, New York for our Cooperstown tournament, and that's for 12U, and that's going to be so fun. That's a whole week. That's going to be in New York. We are going to Toronto. We're going to see the Rays play, and hopefully I can see Brett Phillips. And when I come back, I'm going to interview. So far, I've interviewed my dad for the first episode in every season, so I want to keep that going. So I want to interview my dad for our first episode and just talk about Cooperstown and what we experienced, and also Toronto, what we saw. And hopefully we can talk about Brett Phillips.
I agree. I hope you got him there. And you know what? Maybe you can just interview him. Maybe we'll help you just push, and we'll put his name all over this episode as well. So we'll be pulling for you. So keep us in the loop, okay? And let us know how it goes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Grayson, thank you very, very much for being on the show with us. I think for every parent listening, for every little leaguer listening, like, you're inspiration for us all. I mean, 12 years old and you've got a very successful podcast. You speak very, very well. And dude, you should be very proud of yourself, man. You've accomplished a lot in a short period of time, man. So big things in the future, and, stay in touch with the Slide as you leave us in the dust, man. You're doing great things, and just don't forget about us, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome,
and
man.
I will not forget about you guys.
All right, man. Well, hey, I'm going to cut us off here and give you back some time for tonight, buddy. But thank you very much for being on with us, okay?
Thank you, Grayson.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for having me on.
You're welcome, man. That was an amazing interview. And talking to Grayson, that was a huge inspiration, I think, to us all. So thank you guys for joining us on the podcast. I mean, it was incredible. Hopefully everyone out there goes and listens. And I think you said it was YouTube and Spotify. So at Baseball Podcast are Fun. So go check him out, man. He does some really cool interviews with a lot of the Savannah Bananas. He's got some MLB players on there. He's got some coaches, and his interviews are always fun. So check him out. And stay tuned for our social media. Like Jen said earlier, we're going to have some cool, exciting news coming in the near future. Until then, we'll catch you on the Slide.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Slide Podcast. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. In the meantime, stay connected with Coach Jen and Aaron on Instagram at The Slide Podcast Show, on Facebook at The Slide Podcast, and the Facebook private group, The SLIDE Podcast. Until next time.